First one we released because it was it's very powerful. It's not just powerful to us, it's powerful to, I believe, everybody. When you lose somebody and you want to still feel connected, you never want to feel like it's the end. And the thing about
never is.
The thing about it is, it's not the
Never
end.
is.
It's not the end. And
This is a little reminder.
it's just a different way to communicate and feel their presence. And so that's what it's about. And just to say this, you don't always have to get the penny, you don't always have to get the feather to let you know that your loved one is with you. They're with you every single day. If you've had that deep love with that person, they're with you. They're not gone at all. Sometimes they just give you a little something extra. It's like when grandma gives you that extra like 10 in the card.
You get a little cookie.
That's what it is. It's just like, you know what?
Here's a
I'll
little
give you
pat
a
on the
little
back.
extra. And when you get that, you know, the little extra thing when you get is really, really special. And so it was inspired by that little extra that it started on tour last year, and I'll tell the story quickly. My mom was a huge Bing Crosby fan. As a matter of fact, you know, Bing Crosby, I felt like we lived with him from about November 25th
You did, I
through
thought.
about January
You told me you
30th.
did.
Like, it didn't end with Christmas. We went all through January. The Andrews sisters, I felt like they were my real sisters. But White Christmas was really her song. When you would hear those first few notes of it, it didn't matter where, she could say it 1,000 times. As soon as it would start, she'd go, oh, there's Bing, so you knew. My mom was Irish Catholic, my whole life growing up I heard about her. Irish heritage, everything Irish. Always wanted to go to Ireland, but never got a chance to go. She passed away in May of 2023, and about 3 months later we get an opportunity to travel to Europe, and Ireland was on the tour date. And at first I have a massive fear of flying. Even though I do it, I hate it. And whenever I'm asked to do something, before I ever do it, I just have that, when you get that feeling in, like it comes in the throat, and it's just, I get it. And I usually am like, okay, I'll do it. So we got offered to go to Europe, and I was like, wow, that's over an ocean. I've got to take a plane over water. But all of a sudden, I'll never forget, I was standing in Dunkin' Donuts, and I texted Gordon, and I just had this feeling come over me. Like an absolute, I never get a feeling of peace when I think about an airplane. All of a sudden, I can honestly tell you, it was a physical feeling of peace. And I texted Gordon right away, and I said, I'm down. Let's go to Europe. I said,
Because she said, no, I will not get on the plane.
at first I said it because I was just not at a good space at that point. And I'll never forget, Clark, New Jersey, Dunkin' Donuts. And I'm like, I said, let's go. I said, I'm going to go. I said, and I'm not afraid. I said, I'm not afraid. And I said, plus the fact I know my mom and dad would want me to go. And he's like, are you serious? I said, yeah. So we went. And we did the whole tour. Dublin was the very last stop on the tour. And I had heard Christmas music because we went the end of November through middle of December. And I'd heard Christmas music throughout the whole time. And some older songs too. I heard Frank Sinatra, I heard, various other people, but not Bing. And I thought, I haven't heard Bing yet. Because I knew the first time I heard Bing, just in general, that it would get me. It was the first Christmas, So we go to Dublin, and we have sound check, and if anybody knows anything about sound check, it can be a hot mess. It's just getting levels, it's this, it's that, and there's just so much going on, 52 people talking at the same time. It was almost as if this song wanted to present itself to me. I finished sound check, I was standing by myself in the middle of the room, and all of a sudden, Bing came on. White Christmas. So the intro, and I was in Dublin, and I just was like, there's my sign. She wanted to let me know, one, she didn't want me to be sad when I heard White Christmas. She wanted me to be happy. Like, you're doing what you love. You love to sing. You love to perform. Well, I don't want you to be sad, so I want the first time you hear it to be in a place where you can just celebrate. I want to let you know I'm so happy that you're in Ireland, and I want to let you know I never left you. I'm here. I see what you're doing. So I remember I was like sitting there just listening to it and crying like this is it. And so this song was born from that moment, and here it is.